Let's do this again. But either way, hello everyone. And welcome to Sonic 4 Episode 2. Sonic 4 Episode 2 is the second episode for Sonic 4. And this game brings up a lot of improvements over the previous one. One of them is basically bringing Tails to the mix. So I am also here with Arcania CQ, and they're gonna be helping me with the commentary in this game because, you know, this is a Sonic game. This game is pretty fast. So yeah, I might end up missing something. So yeah. Without further ado, let's do this again. So let's start up in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, hang on. Let me screen share this again. Okay, there we go. So the first level is quite simple because we still don't have any partner ability yet. We only have Tails Fly. We still don't have one of the best abilities in the game, which is the partner role. So this level is... Oh my god, I fell down the road. So it's no big deal. I can just go from here, I guess. Yeah, so essentially we would go to the top route, but for some reason I fell down the route. And I feel like I'm actually gonna die. Alright, there we go. So this level is usually beat in less than a minute, but unfortunately I had some issues going down the route there. So as you guys can see, I am essentially just somersaulting all over the place. And somersaulting is actually the fastest way to move in this game. So we somersault to get speed, basically. And that's the first act. A little bit of a complicated execution, but you guys get the idea. So now we got the flying thing. So now the second level, we're gonna start with a spin dash. And this is actually a water level in a couple ways. So this level also introduces us to the swimming mechanic. So swimming is quite interesting. Tails can swim in this game. And he helps Sonic swim because if you guys know Sonic lore, Sonic doesn't know how to swim. So that's basically why we have Tails. Tails help us. Tails is a good buddy. So the second level, we just gonna stay on the route. You can actually jump straight into this place, but it's a little bit more complicated. Okay, I fell down a little bit, but no big deal. Gonna jump straight down here. I'm gonna use a lot of the partner fly ability to like just skip those sections. You can actually homing attack this ring box, but it is a little bit complicated because there's a big window to do it, but sometimes you just miss it. And that's the second act. So coming up, we are now on the third act. And the third act actually introduces us to the...
Am I good?
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought as much. So have a little bit of a technical issue here, I guess. But yeah, we're good to go. No big deal.
So in this level, pretty much, we're going to get a new power-up, which is our partner ability to do the partner spin. It's going to be used a lot here because, of course it is, this level is built around it. So basically Sonic and Tails are going and doing this like move together. And also we fell down here, but we are just going to go for a backup here, which is really good. And we're gonna
you can like you can pretty much go straight into this area, but you really rely on how good your cycles in this level are. So if you miss a single input or like mess a little bit in the beginning of the level, you're not gonna make it. So it's a pretty much it's a very reset heavy point. So here also I'm gonna want to skip this.
Maybe I gotta go back into our spin partner move.
Yeah, this level can be complicated. Like, as I say, this is the most reset heavy stage in this game. So it's very easy for you to like just some small mistakes like they're happening here, because this level is pretty much built around cycles.
Yep, pretty much. And
but at least we have Tails to back us up, so that's something that's pretty cool about this game. And here we can just skip this whole big section of pillars.
And do a spin dash right after, yeah.
Yeah, spin dash can be a good backup sometimes when we just want a tiny little bit of speed. And now we unlock the rolling combo, so now we have a very complicated section, as you guys might see.
Yeah, it's very intensive. It's very difficult.
Yeah, I am definitely not just holding a bottom here. Definitely. Because there's something pretty cool about this game is that you can buffer the rolling combo during cutscenes. You can just hold the bottom and you have a rolling combo. And this is one of the few places that this is useful.
But yeah, we're off to our first boss, which is flower-based. Eggman is just a big flower. You think at first it's going to be like the boss from Aquatic Ruin from Sonic 2, but no. It just debates you into this original boss.
Yeah, something about the Sonic 4 Episode 2 is that the Episode 2 is actually based on Sonic 2. So, all of the levels in this game, they are pretty much based on Sonic 2. So this level is based on the... Is it Aquatic Ruins? Oh my god, I don't remember Sonic.
Yeah,
lore,
Aquatic
apparently.
Ruin, yeah.
Also, I'm missing a couple hits because I forgot how many hits we need to do in this guy. But that was the last one. This is what happens when you play the mobile version of this game, by the way, because there's also something that we can talk about is that this game is also on mobile. This game released on like PC, I think Xbox. It didn't release on the Wii, I think. Yeah, it didn't.
No, it released on the Wii U, I believe, but I think it also released on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, as well as mobile.
Yeah, for Android and iPhone. And the mobile version of this game is probably the most different one, because since the game is on mobile, they figured that they should make the bosses weaker because, you know, mobile users, people are playing on touchscreen, so they decided to make the bosses a little bit easier if you're playing on mobile. So I got a little bit of a messy muscle memory there because I didn't know which version I was playing, but you know, it happens. And there we go, we finished Sylvania Castle. So now we have the partner role fully unlocked. So most of the levels, we're just gonna start by doing this.
Yeah, and we are also off to our first or second level, which is White Park, which is a combination of a snow level and a carnival level.
Yeah, this level feels kind of original, so I would totally give props to them for making an original level. Even though this game is supposed to be more Sonic 2-ish.
It kind of has the resemblance of Ice Cap and Carnival Night from both on Sonic 3, but at the same time it's more original than those levels.
Yeah, there's also some big jumps that we could do on the beginning. Those things saves a couple seconds overall, but it's always good to pull them off. So here we have this snowboard plank section. And I think we're good. Yeah, I was supposed to use the rolling there, but I got too much speed and I got a little bit lost. So that's what happens in this game. Like, this game is pretty fast, so you really need to like have a very like a good muscle memory for it, basically. Then now we got to the top route, and we are almost done with the level. There's just this small snowboard section here. I'm just gonna play it safe, and I'm gonna grab the spring. Normally, we just jump straight in, but you know, it's just because of marathon safety, I am just gonna grab the spring. It's not that slow, really.
And we are off to probably my favorite part of this game, really.
Oh yeah, White Park 2. This level has some good music.
It's good music. It also has some good. I wouldn't say level design per se, but it has some good mechanics.
Yeah, this level is interesting, but most of the time the level is like pretty automatic.
Yeah. Like the much we are seeing is basically what we're getting.
Oh, that was risky. Okay, so normally I normally just spin dash, but I decided to somersault there, and it's a little bit risky because you can get crushed. So something about this level that we don't really see is that this game has some kind of like some hidden speed caps in the level. So I'm not somersaulting Span just because of that.
Yeah. And
yeah, here I tried to go for a big jump to skip the small section here, but I ended up failing the jump, but not big deal. We just grab the springs and finish the level. So we want to be careful to not grab the gold ring, because this game has special stages, and since we are just playing beat the game, we don't want to grab special stages. So we're just gonna play the bad ending.
best level, or not really. This level is kind of known for being really like beginner's trap. Because you see those seahorses, they make ice appear on screen, and that can actually soft lock you if you're not careful. But we are just going to skip that completely. And we're gonna go up the top route here.
Yeah, this game really helps when you know when you know the mechanics of the game, because you can easily use Tails to go back to the routes. So it's a pretty, it is a very beginner-friendly Sonic game, I say. At the same time, there's a lot of complicated things about this game.
For sure, there's still a lot of things in this game that has a lot of stuff. They can be kind of weird at first, but once you know the game, it will be all fine.
Yeah, basically. I was trying to go to be more careful in that section because you can actually die to those things. Also here I am gonna... Okay, I fell. So this is the complicated part of this level, because we want to go here and trigger the water. Since the water is already here, it's no big deal. So I'm gonna jump here. This is a very complicated jump, so if I fail it, I am probably gonna have some trouble backing this up, so let's just play this casually. So yeah, this is the casual way of doing this. Gonna grab a bubble. But yeah, if I did everything correctly there, I would just jump over those guys, and I have much problem doing that. Okay. Didn't know why I wanted to grab the life, but guess I took the let's just play this casually too far.
I mean, it's always good to have extra lives, right?
Yeah, but at least this game is pretty generous with the lives. You see that every time that I finish an act, since we got a lot of points, we can get an extra life, so this game is pretty safe just because of that.
Yeah. Also, speaking of safe, we have our first difference to Sonic 4 Episode 1. We have Metal Sonic fights in this game. Basically, if you play this game and Sonic 4 Episode 1 and have both of them, you can pretty much get this DLC chapter, which is Episode Metal, where you play as Metal Sonic and see why Metal Sonic is in this game. Basically, this is the Metal Sonic from Sonic CD. That's basically tying Sonic CD into the canon lore of Sonic.
Yeah, also this boss fight, I want to be careful to not grab a spring, because whenever I grab a spring, I go to the background and I cannot hit Metal Sonic. So this is the RNG part of this whole fight. We only want him to throw one ray, but he can shoot up to 4. So like 1 to 4 basically. So now this section is pretty simple. Just dodge his attacks. There you go. I think just one more hit to go.
Usually when it's just one more hit to go, just Metal Sonic just goes away and we have to follow along, and we are going to be on a single lane from now.
Yeah, no, he's gonna go mad. You can actually dodge this attack by doing nothing, but even if we don't dodge the attack, it's not a big deal because we have rings. And there we go, that was a pretty long highway before the capsule.
Yeah. But the boss music for Metal Sonic bosses are pretty good.
Yeah, probably one of the best musics in this game as well.
I'd say it's the best music, to be honest, in the game. Well, we are off now to probably the stage with the least good music, in my opinion. Old Desert, Act 1. Act 2 is probably the one that everyone remembers. But we'll get back to that when we are in Act 2. This level is pretty technical. but there's some easy play right now at the start. But later in the level, we are going to have a lot of the team mechanic being used.
Yeah, we don't grab the speed shoes in this level because it's not really that good. Not really worth it.
Yeah.
Because the speed shoes don't really work well with the roll mechanics. So I ended up falling down the route, so I am just gonna be going for the bottom route. This is mostly a backup. Normally we would do a big jump to reach the same place that we are going from here. But just a little bit of level knowledge, I guess. That's something that, you know, when you're running a Sonic game that you need to be aware of. At least if you're like starting up. Just know the level, play the level, just to figure out where you're going.
And now we are going to be flying, but we are going to just do like a somersault to like a certain point. That is just to ensure that we are actually getting where we are going in a pretty smooth fashion.
Yeah, this section here is probably one of the most complicated sections if you're playing casually, but on the speedrun, it's fairly consistent because there's no RNG involved and all the enemies are placed on the same place. So if you know the strat, you can just fly over everything.
Now we are coming to the best part of the game. Literally, the first thing we're doing is flying. Just to get that spring. Also, we want to really get up here. So, we are gonna do another one of those. And we are gonna do our team combo. Our spin combo. And this is gonna be kept on for as long as it can.
Okay, I didn't get enough speed. So that's a bad thing about the spin attack because you need to keep full speed to be able to break this wall.
Yeah. And we just didn't, so we had to just go for a second try.
A little bit of a risky jumping coming there. The jump looks risky, but it's fairly consistent. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I was trying to like jump to skip this little section here. Because that's kind of something that you can do since we have the rolling attack. Okay, I fell down the route, but let's keep going.
This level is pretty generous. It does have some bottomless pits, but we are not seeing them that much.
Yeah, also if you fell down a bottomless pit, just call Tails and he'll back us up. So Tails is a very nice buddy. So that's pretty cool to know. Tails is always there to save the day if we need him.
Yeah. You're on the lesser tree, which is practically like having a lot of these like horizontal chambers or not horizontal, vertical segments that you have to go through. I think there's 3 of them. One is at the tail end of the level and one at the very beginning, and there's one in the middle. And one of them can be pretty annoying. The middle one is very annoying sometimes. You really rely on Tails.
Oh, Tails just died there.
We really
That's
don't
something
want
that can
Tails
happen
to
in
die
this
there.
level. If Tails dies here, it can be kind of complicated. But at least this game is pretty generous when it comes to Tails, because if Tails dies, the game almost instantly respawns him, so that's pretty cool.
So we have pretty much a level of just going fast at this point until the next chamber.
Yeah, I fell down a place that I'm not supposed to go, but we're good. Can just go here. I don't want to grab that monitor because that is not gonna be good. That monitor is like a team attack that wastes a lot of time if we grab it, so. And there you go, Tails just respawns right in.
Yeah. That team attack is pretty much like a very standing still one. Just really not that good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was a little bit of a sloppy stage, but it happens. This is a complicated stage. Oil Desert is probably the most complicated stages to optimize because there's so many time that you can lose by falling down the route and stuff.
Now we are on to the boss of this level, which is again gonna be a vertical stage type of deal.
Yeah, so this boss is essentially an auto-scroller. So the best time save that I can do here is to hit Eggman as fast as I can. So we can go to the final cycle where he just goes outside.
So we're gonna use flying a lot here.
Okay, that was too late. You can early hit him to save a couple seconds. But unfortunately I missed it. Okay, he's not in a good position. So, yeah, we want the boxes to be positioned on a very specific way so we can hit Eggman without using the partner flight. Like this. Because Eggman in this fight, he tracks down your horizontal position. So we can manipulate him into going to the places that we want. But there is a lot of RNG when it comes to positioning. So normally we can just use the partner flight to just helps us during this fight.
Also, there is some boxes that have spikes come out of them, starting to showing up right now. And also, we now also have bombs.
Okay, I missed the hit, but Tails got the hit for me. So yeah, Tails definitely being a good buddy.
Yeah. I think we are close to the final hit now. I think we have just one more hit and then we are on to be on top of the entire thing.
Yeah, probably one hit. One hit or two. Yeah, that was the final hit. Alright. So coming up, we have the hardest phase in this game. The Eggman is gonna do a thing.
And
there you go. That's the thing.
there goes the boss. A very nice boss indeed.
Yeah. Oh, I missed the capsule. Okay, so this is the one of the weirdest capsules in the game because it's not placed in the middle, but rather like close to the corner. But yeah, that was the Agumon fight.
So next level coming up is Sky Fortress, but it's basically Wing Fortress 2.
Yeah, this level was inspired by Sky Chase. So this level features really good music. But yeah, there isn't much that we can talk about this level. This is like, is it like I think it's 5 minutes. It's a 5 minutes auto scroller if I don't die. And you can actually die in like some sections of this level if Tails decides to like just left you there. There's something really funny about the stage is that this game has co-op. And if you're playing co-op with a friend, you control Sonic and your friend control Tails. And in this section, you can control the plane with Tails. So basically, you need to have a perfect sync with your partner in this level.
Yeah.
So I think it's a funny stage to play.
I think it's a fun stage of playing co-op.
Yeah, there's a lot of those sections that we need to use the tornado to break things. Also now, Metal Sonic is gonna shoot some cannonball at us at some point. And what we want to do in those sections is try to hit the cannonballs. Because that actually saves a couple seconds. Because it ends the level earlier in the end. So I think it might save 4 seconds. I never really timed it, but it saves some time. Like I can say that it saves time, but I don't know how much, but it saves time. And it also looks cooler because we just defeat the Metal Sonic ship.
Also, the Metal Sonic ship is just going to attack us now during some segments.
Yeah, now there's this missile section that it's kind of trivial when you memorize the route for it, and also the rings pretty much tell you where to go, so it is a good way of knowing what you're doing in this section. Also, something interesting about this level is that this level does have a gold ring. Right at the end of the level, even. But yeah, this section here, even if it's auto-scroller, we need to play this. So this section can be a little bit tricky, so I'm gonna try to play a little bit safe and try to concentrate a little bit here. Do not mess this up.
Yeah, this segment can be really rough.
Oh my god, okay, that's not good. So yeah, what happens here is that the homing attack in this section doesn't really work as intended, because since there's a lot of enemies in this section, homing attack here can be weird. So what I usually try to do there is to just homing attack the turtles, but since they are so close to each other, sometimes your homing attack doesn't work, so that's what happens. So usually I just do this instead. Oh my god. That was... Okay, that's 2 deaths in the same section. That's really something. Okay, at least we have a very generous estimate, because I am totally accounting for those deaths when it comes to estimate, because this section is tricky. Doesn't really lose that much time, so this is pretty like midway through. this level, even if it's a auto-scroller, it has checkpoints, so...
At least we got that for us.
Also gonna be
And we are
really
back.
careful to not clip into Tails' ship here, because you can actually do that. You can actually clip inside Tails' ship, and it's not fun.
But yeah, we are now at the end of the level, and we have to defeat Melsonic's ship to basically finish the level.
Yeah, something that I really never knew about this fight is that you can actually hit the balls using Sonic. You don't need to roll down the airplane to do so. Which is, honestly, it's something that I didn't really knew when I first played this. I think nobody really imagined that you could do that in this section.
Yeah, Metal Sonic is just going to shoot cannonballs at us.
Yeah, basically. And down goes
And there we
Metal
go.
Sonic.
So we won't be able to see like any more flying until the boss, I believe. Because now we are
Yeah.
actually going to be in the Sky Fortress. And these levels are really hard.
Yes, they really are. So the Sky Fortress levels are pretty complicated because we want to make use of our flying abilities to reach the top areas. Gonna do a little bit of a jump here to just get enough speed here. Okay, I am not supposed to jump there, but okay, let me just fly over here.
But yeah, you really want to go the top route for this level.
Yeah. So there's the chickens here. Yeah, I didn't really got the top route there, but I can just back this up by going here and going to the... Okay, I didn't get enough height, so that's a little bit of a complicated backup.
It's a little bit complicated, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
But there we go. You guys wanted to have Tails back. Tails is now one of our most important companions in this level.
Yeah, Tails is very strong in this game. Oh, I didn't got to jump. Yeah, we need to get a lot of height in this jump because other way we want to be... Okay, we don't really need to do this here.
Yeah, Species is just going to take care of it on its own. But yeah, we are closing in on the end of the level. I believe this is the final...
Yeah, the final stretch of the level, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of sorry, guys, for being a little bit, like, rusty in this game. I ended up not practicing that much, so I'm just relying a little bit of my muscle memory for it, so... Yeah, but it's fine. This is not, like, a very easy game to optimize because of how much things there is.
And
So,
we are off to
let's go.
Act 3. This level is very heavy on using flight, and especially in certain like spots.
Okay, that's not good. I fell. All right, I jumped on the wrong place, so it's fine. This is the hardest level in the game. Like, it's so easy for you to just die here. So dying here is not really that impressive.
It just happens.
Yeah, even my PB has like 2 deaths in this level, I think. Just shows how complicated this level can be. There's some jumps to skip those cannons, because you don't really need to use them at all. Yeah, there's some that we need though, like this one. Oh, and yeah, it is very much placed close to a spring, so not very convenient. Alright, so coming up next, we have the hardest section in the game, so I'm just gonna be playing it safe here. I'm not really gonna go for anything too fancy here. Oh, okay, that's actually the hardest part because of the global cycle. So I'm just gonna spin dash and somersault over things. Yeah, believe me or not, this is actually the safest way of doing this. Okay, Tails just dies. Okay. Feels bad for Tails.
Yeah. Tails just literally got hit.
Okay, maybe waiting might have been the best choice after all. Yeah, it just shows that that section is complicated. But at least the worst part of the level is gone.
I believe we
Kind
have
of.
one more segment that is similar. But it's really later on in the stage, and
Oh!
yeah.
That was a bad cycle. Really bad cycle. At least we got some lives, you know? There we go. That was a better cycle. That's kind of why this level is so deadly, because of the huge amount of bottomless pits that we have. Act 3 is the hardest one of the bunch. That's for sure.
It definitely is.
Okay, I forgot to use the team attack. So this actually is a pretty easy section. We just need to use this.
Yeah, and that will also finish the level. So
Yeah, that's the end of the level. And that's actually the end of the main levels, really. Now we're only gonna have just Death Egg and the next auto-scroller.
yeah. So the next auto-scroller is the boss. And this boss can be very rough sometimes.
Yeah, Metal Sonic, he is a complicated boss because we want him to appear on the top of the screen. Because if he goes on the bottom, it's way much harder to hit him. So hopefully we want to see Metal Sonic going on top of the screen. There we go. Oh, I took damage. That's not good. Yeah, this level, we basically want to take damage to the lasers because there's no other way around. The fastest way is just damage boosting into the lasers.
Yeah, and plus we always get things back, so it's generally fine if we do that. Also, after each like cycle, there will be one segment which can happen, where Metal Sonic literally shoots rockets at you.
Oh yeah, that section. The rocket section is very, very complicated.
It's also very RNG.
There we go. Now the rockets. Actually, not the rockets. It's just gonna be there. So yeah, this part here is RNG because sometimes Metal Sonic just decides to throw laser. And if he shoots the laser on the middle, it's a bad RNG because we cannot really hit him if he decides to do that. So this awkward situation happens where we keep trying but we can't. So okay, now this is the final stretch of the fight. Okay, I am gonna... Oh, right, that didn't work. So he went for top missiles. So that's a big time loss, I guess, because we need to do the fight all over again. The pattern that we want there is the one that he throws missiles on the bottom, basically. But that was a death. So this is literally a 2 seconds time loss. Kind of unfortunate.
It is really unfortunate. But this boss is very much like dependent on just getting...
Yeah, it really depends on getting a good pattern. Even though it looks like you can double hit him there, you cannot, unfortunately. If only. Imagine if you could double hit Metal Sonic.
You don't do any damage if you do more than one jump. Only the first one really does damage.
But it's fun, so...
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I think I'm not gonna YOLO in that section. Hopefully we get better RNG here. Probably not. Lasers. Okay, please. No lasers. Okay, Metal Sonic is not being that kind. Okay, there we go.
Okay, after the next and... Again.
Okay, let's just play it safe. There we go. Sorry about the death, man. I tried to play the risky strat there, but risky strats are risky.
Yep. And we are going to go back on the fortress, pretty much, and then the level. Pretty much on the actual ship.
Yeah.
And it's time for our... Generally, there's a cutscene.
Yeah, but
But we're gonna
we
skip
can skip cutscenes, so very convenient, isn't it? Being able to skip
So,
cutscenes.
we're now in space in the Defect Mark II. Basically, Eggman started an empire in space, or a second Defect. Just like in Sonic 2 and in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, we saw the first Defect, but this is the second one, the Mark II. Which actually houses a little planet within itself in the lore of this game. Which, yeah. A little bit of a spoiler alert. It's not gonna be free, whatever you do in this game. I feel like it was meant to be a third chapter, but it never happened.
Okay, that was a bad RNG. So the RNG that we won in this fight is the one that Eggman just runs straight in. So yeah, Metal Sonic just used the Genki Dam on us and gonna do much.
But yeah, Metal Sonic is getting vulnerable pretty fast though. After he attacks.
Yeah. This boss fight goes way much faster than it happens here, but unfortunately, Eggman decided to just run over us. And if he does that, it's the worst pattern because there's not really any backup that we can do if he decides to do that. Oh, okay, I pressed the wrong button. Also, yeah, there's a lot of death traps like this in this level. Because why not? This is Eggman's big ship. So, Eggman really gonna put a lot of death traps for us. Though there's a lot of rings in this level, I really question this because, yeah, since Eggman made this entire base, why did he put rings on it? Oh, well, okay. I clipped the platform somehow. Yeah, this area can be very tricky to optimize because of the entire anti-grav thing in this level.
Yeah. It's also pretty... can be pretty, like, hard to look at for some people.
Yeah. I have a lot of problem looking at this level, not gonna lie. This is a lot of, like, a lot of flipping.
It can give you motion sickness.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Metal Sonic, we have him again, and we have a giant pushable wall on his back. Also, we're gonna race him because why not? We need to, like, revenge from Sonic CD. But in this race, we can actually do things. Okay, I got hit by the wall there, but no big deal. We're still winning. Because Metal Sonic didn't count the fact that we now have a partner. And we can get super high speed with our partner, so... Yeah, too bad for Metal Sonic, you know. He tried. Yeah, well, that actually makes sense, Tosiku. Like, the rings are narrow occurring. Yeah, that actually makes sense. And now that you say that, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I am definitely gonna think about it during my entire day. The fact that rings are actually narrow. Also, I am spinning and spinning because I forgot that I had to play the game, I guess. So, yeah, this boss fight.
This is the final boss of the game, and it's also very much the most questionable one in the series, I'd say. We are literally fighting a heart.
Yeah, the heart of the ship, basically. I think Eggman took the whole idea of, like, making the heart of the ship a heart. Like, I don't know, man. Also, I kind of want to exploit his hitbox. Because you see that I damage boost into him and then I deal damage. And that is essentially the best way of killing this boss. But, okay, I missed it. But just gonna hit him normally now. I don't have as many rings as I wanted to have. So, I am gonna be extra safe here.
And after Eggman's desperation phase, which is coming up soon, they're going to start to see a shield forming around the heart, pretty much.
Yeah, and we can also damage boost in that shield, so... But normally we want to use the Ting attack to be able to damage him. Okay, that is very weird. I am just gonna fly over him and do the damage. This fight is hard.
Yeah, this boss is really hard. But in desperation phase.
Okay, I am definitely trying. Okay, I am just gonna do this. Yeah, the hitbox in this boss is very weird, so sometimes you can sneak a hit or two. I think this is the final hit as well. Okay, I think it was. Oh, no.
I think it's one more.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's one more. And I have only one ring. Okay, I am gonna play safe. There we go.
There we go.
That's time. Was a little bit overestimate, but yeah, I am definitely a little bit rusty in this game, and I think I should have practiced a little bit more, but it's fine. This game is not really as easy as it looks, so yeah, at least we managed to finish the game, so that's something. But yeah, that was Sonic 4, and yeah, coming up next, I am also gonna be playing video games. So after this, I am also gonna be playing Little Big Planet 3. But that was Sonic 4. I hope everyone had fun with the run. Had some struggles here and there, but you know, it happens. Marathons can be complicated, but that was Sonic 4, everyone, and I'll be seeing you guys next. And also Arcania will still gonna be helping me with the commentary on the upcoming runs. So thanks everyone, and I'll see you guys later.